if fundamentally you're not good, if you're inaccurate, he's completing 57% of his passes, Brian. If you're fundamentally not good and you're inaccurate, that's a problem. That's something that's going to be hard to fix. If you have when it comes to reading defenses, if sometimes you make the wrong read or something like that, cool, because some of that can be lack of experience. But when it comes to fundamentally not being good enough, that's where I'm concerned at. Okay, let's transition to the final topic, and I want to talk about something that I've sort of discussed with other people. The reason I'm bringing this up is because somebody in our group chat sort of brought it to my attention about Jordan Love, right? You see, I was going back and forth with this one person, and he, me and him, we always are on opposite sides of the spectrum on a lot of things. And so I thought, why not bring this conversation to the podcast? Because I haven't really talked a whole lot about this, but I've said it on Twitter. I've talked about it in the group chat. So why not bring it to the podcast? I'm talking about Jordan Love, right? Is Jordan Love trash? Is he trash? That's the question. I don't want to
give him the trash label. I just say he's
not good.
He's underperforming.
Here's the thing, because I bring this up because there's been former NFL quarterbacks have come to his defense, right? Kurt Warner, QB school guy. There's another guy as well. He used to play for the Packers. I forgot his name, but he's also said, hey, it's not Jordan Love's fault. The team is not good. And then also Dan Orlovsky, he's been sort of playing both sides, where he's sort of picking apart Jordan Love's mistakes and also saying, hey, this team, the play designs, the wide receivers aren't at the right spots, etc. Here's my thing. I knew this already. But two things can be true, in my opinion. You could be a bad team, and your quarterback could also be bad as well. Case in point, Carson Wentz. You remember Carson Wentz?
Do I?
Come on, bro. Carson Wentz has a lot of talent. Even when he's not in the league, he got a lot of talent. His arm, he has a strong arm. He can make tight window throws. He can scramble. Like, he can. Man, I've seen Carson Wentz against the Commanders sometimes. He'll make some of the craziest throws. I'm like, how the hell did he complete that? But he completed it. The same with Jordan Love. I have to say this about Jordan Love. Listen, Jordan Love, his arm is phenomenal. He has a strong arm. He can make off-platform throws. Like, he can make – dude, he has talent. His throwing ability and stuff like that, he has talent. He can scramble as well. He's good for, a QB when it comes to scrambling and all this stuff. But he makes the simplest stuff difficult. What do I mean by that? I'm talking about when he's in the pocket, wide open guy in the middle of the field. He can't complete the pass. He gets happy feet in the pocket too much. His fundamentals are inconsistent. His accuracy is inconsistent. He misses a lot of reads. Can he make some amazing off-platform throws? Absolutely. He has talent. But the problem I have with Jordan Love is that this is year 4. And people are like, oh, Aaron, this is his first year starting. Like, why are you doing? It's year 4, and his fundamentals are still sloppy. He's still inaccurate. It's one thing I'll say this. Reading a defense, I feel like some of that has to do with lack of experience.
Sure.
But if fundamentally you're not good, if you're inaccurate, he's completing 57% of his passes, Brian. If you're fundamentally not good and you're inaccurate, that's a problem. That's something that's going to be hard to fix. If you have like, if you when it comes to reading defenses, if sometimes you make the wrong read or something like that, cool, because some of that can be lack of experience. But when it comes to fundamentally not being good enough, that's where I'm concerned at. And that's where I'm looking at with Jordan Love. He's fundamentally not there when it comes to being a good starting level quarterback. And that's where people don't understand what I'm trying to say when it comes to that. Am I some person that I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to tell you exactly the X's and O's, everything like that. Like, I'm not trying to say that, oh, I'm a ball knower. I know exactly what this coverage is about to do. I'm not going to say all that. I'm not going to be like, oh, I know more football than you. I'm not going to be that type of person. But in terms of Jordan Love, I'm not going to say that I'm an expert at like QB evaluation. But I do watch all 22. I do watch the games, and it's clear as day that. And then also I watch NFL Live. I'm watching all of these different former quarterbacks break down his film, and they're saying that, okay, he's missing these reads. His fundamentals are inconsistent. He's missing open throws. So I don't understand why am I getting pushback from, some people that I'm arguing with in the group chat when these former quarterbacks that they are bringing up are literally saying the same thing I'm saying. You think I'm getting this information from just a Twitter person? I'm getting information from the same people you getting information to. And that's where, okay, is he trash? I did call him trash. I'm not going to lie. I did say he stinks. And so far, he does stink. So far, he does. He is playing like trash. Like them past 3 games, he's playing like trash. But is it all his fault? No. It's not all his fault. The receivers are not getting to the right areas. The offensive line is beat up. The offensive line isn't doing a good job protecting them. But 2 things could be true. Jordan Love cannot be playing well, and also the offensive line and the receivers aren't consistent as well. So 2 things can coexist. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm the bad guy here. I'm the guy that looks crazy. And that's okay. I'm used to it. I'm used to being alone on this argument, because Jalen, the guy, Jalen, y'all know Jalen, man. He was here with us before the season started. He was the one that sort of brought it up first, but then all of a sudden he wants to jump off the ship and leave me on an island by myself. Like, okay, bruh, and that's cool. That's cool. I'm cool being by myself. I'm cool having to fight against 3 people. One man army against 50. Come on, bro. I stand on business, so I'm used to it. But it is what it is. How you feel about that?
I haven't been, from what I've seen from Jordan Love. He just, like you said, some of the mental process, like reading defenses and making the right throw, he's not there yet, and it's kind of disappointing to be, because it's not like you're a rookie. It's your fourth year in the league. Was Aaron Rodgers not teaching you anything? Like,
I doubt Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. But you were watching.
Yeah, you seen enough. You was in the film room. You was in practice. You should have been able to see all type of defensive coverages. You played in 4 preseasons. So you've seen something. Like, you got to put something good on tape. Now, your receiver, your weapons, now Romeo Doubs can only get you so far. and injured Christian Watson can only get you so far. And the offensive coordinator is not very good.
Well, it's really Matt LaFleur.
He's
the one calling plays. I mean, he's not the greatest in the world. I'll admit that. But he's still, if you watch the film, there are, like, he's scheming people open, and he's just not making the right reads.
And you gotta realize too, it's good. It's important for a newer QB to have a good run game, and y'all just don't have a good run game currently.
No, we don't.
A.J. Dillon is not very good.
Well, part of that might be injuries and because the
and-
offensive line, the run blocking is atrocious.
And Aaron Jones is always hurt.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be difficult for him. He has a lot to overcome, but you still gotta, like you said, you still gotta make the throws.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not hitting the throws and hitting wide open receivers, then that's a whole different problem.
Mm-hmm. And see, we talked about this before the recording when we talk about your Cowboys, whatever. And I told you that. See, sometimes us as fans, not even sometimes, all the time, like as objective as we try to be, at the end of the day, we're always going to be biased towards our own team. And see, me during the preseason, I ignored some of the flaws when it came to Jordan Love. Like, I remember Colin Cowherd brought up, he missed a wide open throw to Luke Musgrave in the middle of the field, and I just ignored it because, he completed like over 60% of his passes. Like, what are we talking about? Well, he wasn't wrong because that's one of his flaws. He can't seem to hit the middle of the field when a guy is literally freaking open.
So do you think he struggles with throwing with anticipation?
Man, I don't know. All I know is he might.
Because like most routes over the middle of the field, you got to pretty much throw with anticipation.
Listen, all I'll say is this: he's inaccurate. It seems like he makes, again, I said in the beginning, he makes the simplest stuff difficult. That's pretty much it. I know I'm being very vague in how I'm sort of explaining it, but that's the best I could really explain it, is that he makes the simplest plays difficult. That last play against the Broncos, 3rd and 20. You have one more down, Jordan Love. You don't have to go for the home run. A.J. Dillon was wide open. You could have gotten 10 yards right there. And he decided, let me go for the home run. Double coverage. He saw that it was double coverage, but said, F it, I'm going to throw it. Got picked off. That's what I'm talking about. Bad decision-making, just not understanding, not seeing the field, trying to, and then it was a bad throw. Dan Orlovsky alluded to that. His fundamentals, his mechanics, his feet. Look at his feet. He's getting all happy feet and stuff. He wasn't able to get a good stance where he could throw the ball.
Plant his foot on dirt.
Yeah, pretty much. And it was underthrown, and it got picked off. So
has JT done a video on Jordan Love?
JT, who
QB school.
He absolutely has done a video, and he broke it down. But again, while he has defended Jordan Love on some fronts, he's also alluded to his deficiencies, some of his mistakes. And that's what I'm bringing up. See, maybe it was wrong for me to say he's trash, but I don't think he's the future. I just don't see it. I'm sorry. I know. Oh, it's too early to tell. Well, he's had 3 years on the bench, and his fundamentals aren't there. And I don't think it's going to get better during the season. So, were you going to give him a 5th year? Seriously? When we're not paying him much? And if we have a top 3-4 pick and we can get Drake May, you're telling me you would give Jordan Love another year over Drake May?
No.
You out of your damn mind.
Not a chance.
Exactly.
False. Pure fiction. We made this one up.
Actually. So,